Welcome to Make Made Simple. Today we will be studying what is friction. So we will be covering friction, friction forces, and coefficient of friction. So what's the definition of friction? Friction is the resistance to relative motion between two surfaces in contact. That is sliding, rolling, and static. So if we have a mass kept at ground here, then and if a force is applied in this direction, then what's happening at the microscopic level here, we can see here that the surfaces, the irregularities in the surfaces are interlocking with each other with the two surfaces. Suppose this is surface A, this is B, this is A, this is B. Then the two surfaces have interlocking between them, which when the relative motion happens, these irregularities break apart, and this causes a frictional force. So the amount of friction is proportional to the roughness of the surface. So as the roughness, if the surface roughness is more, then friction for surface will be more, and if the surface roughness is less, then the amount of friction would be less. Then we have this symbol nu, pronounced as nu, nu. It is a measure of the amount of interaction between two surfaces as they slide over one another. As one surface rolls over another, as two surfaces in contact but not moving are acted upon by forces in opposite direction. So if we come back here to this example, there will be a force. I'll choose a different color. There will be a force in this direction, which is mg, and by Newton's third law of motion, we'll have an opposite force in this direction called as normal force, which will also be equal to mg, and we'll have and the force required to move this object, F required, will F required by mg, will divided by mg will give us nu. So the constant of proportionality that is being used in this formula here is nu, and the measure of amount of nu is the measure of the amount of interaction between two surfaces as they slide over one another, as one surface rolls over another, as two surfaces in contact but not moving are acted upon by forces in opposite direction. And mind you, one important note is nu is varies between 0 and 1. 0 is the smoothest surface. 0 is the smoothest surface, and 1 would be a very rough surface. So for operating some machines, we'll have to use friction as less as possible, but for some other machines like trains, etc., suppose if a train have to so for trains we have to lessen the friction between the wheels and the rails. But if the train is going uphill, a train is going uphill and it is also raining, then in that case we put sand over the rail, over the track, so that the friction coefficient increases, and the coefficient of friction increases and the friction increases, so that the train can move upward. So that was all for today in friction. Let's meet again in the next video. Till then, uh, thank you for listening. If you have liked the video, please do like the video and subscribe to my channel. Make me it simple. Thank you for listening.